I love these purple and greens too. Oh, thank you, Chris.
It's back by Teresa.
That's what we want.
That'll work.
Hey, it's Monday, and Teresa's here. Are you kind of back to our Mondays again, Teresa Mondays?
For a little bit, yes.
Yeah. You know, we should do Teresa on Tuesdays because it's TT.
I know.
But you've been Mondays for so
I worked
long.
Mondays a long time.
And I love what Teresa brought in today, and you're going to love it too. She's got several cards that she's made, and she's going to show us how to do some things with the Tim. Let's see, stamps, stencils, and paints.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got the paints, hold on to your hats because Teresa's got a really cool demo that I can't wait for you to see, and I want to see it myself. So welcome, happy Monday, everybody. We're glad you're joining us, and I'm going to say hello to Kathy. Kathy, I think, didn't we just maybe send Kathy a package out recently, I think, Teresa? We're going to zoom around here, and good morning, Mary, and hi, Becky. We've got some new things to show, and then we want to show you what went on Friday, because Penny was here, and she did the paper bag album with the EIEIO, and she did one with the summer collection, and we've got one here that Katie has made with camping. So the paper bag books are just so fun and cute to make.
They start out like this.
I know. These bags are different. They're sewn. There's three bags that are stitched down the middle, and then they're steamed, so they're nice and flat and smooth. And Katie made this one with the green and the camping category that we had. It's got pockets. What I liked was Penny showed us kind of a way to start, because I start just doing random things. So if you missed that, go back and check it out. It'll be on our blog. Let's see what. Okay, I gotta get this. Janet says it's a red letter day. She found her Blugging coffee warmer for Lincoln and Drinking.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
Janet. Sorry, the message popped out of my view and I had to go back. So, all right. Good morning. Oh gosh, everybody is so happy this morning. And let's see. It's another. Wait. Somebody says it's another Christmas morning. Their package. Oh, Pat's package is coming today.
Oh, yeah.
So it will be Christmas for her. Oh my gosh. Teresa, Juanita made up your card kit.
Oh.
And she loved it, and she made 7 more cards with the leftovers. We should
my
grab
gosh,
that.
yes, there are leftovers.
Since I'm going to ring the bell.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, why don't you go ring the bell? Chris is coming. She's running.
Can you get my card kit?
And her cards. Juanita made it up, so we're going to show everybody what it is. And I can't believe, Juanita, amazing that you made 7 more cards.
I know there was some extras, but I didn't know there was that much extra.
She's probably very creative with it, I would guess.
I'm sure. So I probably could have made more cards too, but I had to stop.
we do have to stop when we're making kits, that's for sure.
Yes.
Okay, so we got Penny, what Penny did on Friday, and then we got some new things that came in Friday. Oh, here it is. Yay, Chris. Oh. All right. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
These are just a variety.
We got a full crew here today.
Yeah. These are just basic, or I don't want to say generic cards, but
the sayings cards are things you use.
Yeah, things that you use all the time. So just thinking of you, kind of a springy with the dragonfly. Happy birthday. We always need those. You make me happy. Just for you. So this one's a bonus tag. Hello. Another happy birthday. And thanks so much. So I think these are cards that you can always use, and these are actually in the floral number 6, the cut aparts. I should grab that too. Oh, you're back.
She's going to go around the corner.
It's just around the corner.
So the kit that Teresa designed, it's got directions.
Yep.
And I was looking to see it's $19.99. So if you want to make the cards like Juanita did, it does use the little 6x6 tablet from Flora number 6.
You get half a tablet in there, and so if you want to make more, you can get the tablet. We have plenty of these.
They're beautiful cards. Yeah. The paper is gorgeous, Teresa. I really love the watercolor florals. And we're going to do painting today. So it's not watercolor, but we're doing painting today. All right. So what do you want to show next?
We didn't talk about this. This is a restock.
It's a restock,
Right?
but it's a new brand.
Oh.
It's the tool tray, so you can stick your brushes down in there. Diana, she said she had like 3 of these or more on her desk.
She's got everything stuck in there.
So you can stick your tools. I know Chris uses one on her craft table, and she puts her scissors, pencils, whatever you want, and they stick in there, and you always have them where you need them. Okay. Let's see. I missed some comments.
Okay.
Kathy, I'm sorry you're sick, but it is positive that she gets to watch live. She's homesick today.
Oh.
And then someone's driving here. Let me see who that was. Let me see if I can go back. Denise says hello from Carlisle. And Denise, I'm going to come your way next month to go to Coco and Nina's restaurant. My friends and I just decided that's where we need to go next. And I've lost the message. Oh, Corrine. She's driving home to Arkansas from Minnesota and going to stop in.
Oh, awesome.
Corrine, be sure and say hello to all of us when you're here and introduce yourself. We'd love to meet you. Okay, we got a purple item.
This is another new, this is new, right? A bow maker?
It's something we had a long ago in a world far, far away, the bow maker, and it's back.
It's $7.99, and there's instructions on the back for people that are bow challenged.
Yes, bow challenged. I like it. And we will be demoing that to show you how it works too. They're really handy. We had some similar to that were wood, and this one's purple.
All right, here we have a tag block, they're calling it.
It's so cool.
And there's a whole book of tags.
So you get the white, the black, and the craft.
Ooh, and they're
pretty
heavy.
Yeah, there's 3 colors.
$11.99.
Does it say how many you get, Teresa, anywhere?
Oh, slide it over. I think sometimes I've done that. Slide it over.
And they're a little bit heavier.
20? Is that what they're saying? 60?
Oh, so you must get 60 tags.
20 of each?
That's what we are thinking.
That's
This
nice.
from Studio Light. I saw that when I was ordering. I thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy. I like the paper. I'll have to try some of those. Then we got some new from the All Create. There are 243 pieces of, some of them are kind of snarky.
I think, is it called snarky or something? 243 pieces. Here are the sayings. Like, I love being me. It pisses off all the right people. Currently under construction. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. I can't read them. I'm trying to show them on the camera and read them at the same time.
Life is good. You should get one.
Life is good. You should get one.
Yeah, it's called Bite Me.
Okay, and you have the same one because there's 2 different ones. Okay,
you have Sharp Tongues and I have Bite Me.
So if you want some little fun sayings that not a single one of my multiple personalities likes you, I always carry a knife in my something in my purse in case of cheesecake or something. You're giving me this silent treatment finally. Oops, oops. So
I don't have the time or the crayons to explain this to you.
So those are kind of fun. They're new, something we thought we'd try out. They're kind of like the Tim Holtz snarky comments.
Oh, I use those today. All right, and here's some stamps from them. This is a Create, and it's $8.99. Actually, we have 2 Creates.
And these are going to be online. Cool. I think we have a category under stamps for all.
Yeah.
It's a newer company, and people are really loving it.
Yeah.
So these are for all you kind of crafty, artsy people that are doing journals.
We've had these, right?
Yeah, these are just back.
They're kind of grungy. Ooh, I like the butterfly.
So this one's number 826. So they go by numbers, yeah. Oh. And this one is
734.
734 for another butterfly. These would be so fun to color or paint or watercolor.
Oh, this one's 825.
There's 2 butterflies that look very close.
Yeah. A little different. Here's 372.
And is that, can you flip it over? Is it multiple stamps?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I like those. The stars are cool. More butterflies.
And Teresa and I were talking about this company. Was that Friday, Teresa?
Mm-hmm.
And we do have, they had some other really fun, different looking stamps, and we're going to be able to order those too.
This is Heart Grunge, $4.53. These are all separate.
Very cool stamps. Okay, and then we also got in this tag sheet. We've gotten some other ones in before, but we got the lavender one in. It's called Purple Botanical. These you just cut apart. I think, are they $2.99, Teresa, for
$2.29.
$2.29 for 12 different cards. And I grabbed the lavender.
That's perfect.
Because it matches the lavender collection, the new one from 49 and Market. So if you want some little inexpensive add-ons, these would be perfect for that.
If you like purple. I used some today, so on my cards.
And the newest folio is here from Photoplay.
Number 7.
Number 7.
That's
And
$11.99.
we are making this up. Actually, Katie has this made up, the same exact book here. And it's going to be a kit. So you will be able to make up this family fun project.
Oh,
And we've
night.
got directions and everything you need, and we will be showing that. I'm sure Katie is on the schedule sometime, but just the book alone is $11.99. And remember, Photoplay, it's scored, it's pre-cut, it's got directions, and it's really fun. I put the book together when I was at the trade show, and then Katie finished it up, and it went together very easy. It went together really nice. She put all the stuff together. And then we've got our famous little die cuts came back in. Oh, this is
Perfect.
It is for right now. This
Glad
is
that
what
came
people
in.
are wanting for sure.
Yep.
And if you were in the book for one of these, we'll have to check and see if we need to get you called. Simpson College is a local college here in south of Des Moines. And then our crew yesterday priced these and got them ready to go, and they put one of each all in a little box for us to show. I love these animals. And if you
All
like
the farm animals.
they're so cute. If you like the EIO project on Friday, and don't forget the chicken.
The chicken.
I use the chicken in a project. These go really well with that, or if you're doing state fair.
All right.
And we have,
Are
what's that, a
those
golf
golf
ball?
ball?
Golf ball border.
I always have to look at the balls to make sure I say the right one. Relay race. I don't know.
And we have a lot of different track ones. State track meet was going on.
Finish line.
Okay.
Discus.
I just remember 2 new things that came in that we need to find.
Hurdles. High jump.
Oh, it looks really good against that gold.
Here's some softball. They even have them organized by theme. That was nice of
Now
them.
these, and funny you said that, because I was just going to tell people that you could find all these if you go to memorybound.com and go to shopping and themes, and then look at softball or baseball, or there's one for like 4-H and FFA. Hey Maggie, we got 2 new collections in Friday.
Volleyball.
Pampered Pooch and something else. Can you ask Diane so we can find them and show them? I don't know where they're at.
Okay.
Golf.
Sorry, everybody.
Tennis.
Denise graduated from Simpson, so she's familiar with Simpson.
Disc golf.
And we also have a paper coming out for disc golf.
Yeah.
So beware if you play frisbee golf.
That one's cute for dog
Roof,
lovers.
tail, wagger, good dog. And you could cut it apart too if you
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to.
All right, this is the drama mask, I guess you call it. And the word drama. And then band with some instruments.
And we have lots of different band papers and die cuts.
Color guard.
Teresa,
Ooh,
you're
look at
doing a
this one.
fantastic job.
Show choir. Look at the sparkles on
I
that
love it
one.
because it's
That
glittery.
is fun. Is that new? I don't remember seeing that
We've
one.
had it, but it was out of stock and it's
I
back.
like that one. Concert. Even a baton twirling. That's sparkly too. That's fun.
I like that.
That's a skill.
And I really like this. If you wanted to put
Big film
photos
strip.
in here, you could take this and trace around your pictures and put them right behind there or stick them right inside.
Perfect for a 12 by 12 page.
It is.
jazz dancer. We got a little more dance coming here.
Dance is in season right now. Recitals are going on, and it's kind of the end of the dance season.
Dance recital, you say?
Oh, yes. That was not on purpose.
Then we got some dinosaurs. I don't know what kind that is, but...
Well, we called it a long neck when my kids were little. I wonder how many people's kids watched, oh my gosh.
Land of the Lost?
Yeah, no, Land Before Time. Land Before Time.
This is a combo pack of dinosaurs in the Word.
That'd be good if you're doing a school project or did a school project.
Then we've got a cruise ship, it looks like. And then a riverboat. Then we've got some memory. Your wings were ready, but our hearts were not. And in loving memory.
We have a lot of memorial things.
Always in our hearts. Memories, a nice title topper. That one has a little
That could
sparkle.
be memorial or non-memorial.
Yep. Home Sweet Home.
This is a new one.
That's new. That's delicate.
It's very
Wowza.
delicate.
Very pretty.
Kathy says school's out. She gets to watch live now.
Oh, the places you'll go. People use that for graduation sometimes.
Thank you, Maggie.
It's not the destination, it's the journey. A couple more graduations here. 2023 with the cap and the diploma. Oh, looks like we were out of the number one birthday. And we have these all numbers, and we have them in blue too. So, my first Halloween, that must be a refill. Scavenger hunt. Oh, that's fun.
I didn't remember that one.
I don't either.
But we did a lot of scavenger hunts when I was growing up.
That's
We'd have
fun.
slumber parties and
Oh,
then we'd
yeah.
have scavenger hunts.
Ireland. Here we
Oh,
got
got
a few.
another dance recital.
Dance recital.
Okay.
That's a little different. Dogs leave paw prints on your heart.
It's very true. There's an Amish
Little
buggy and
Amish.
horse.
Alaska. Oh my gosh, look at the little teeny
I know, they
moose
do an amazing
and the little
job.
fish. That is really cool. That's a lot of detail. Elf on the Shelf. I can't believe we're out of that right now.
You never know when you're going to
I
throw that
know.
in.
Ankeny Thunder.
Looks like lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Oh, there's an escape room. Another fun game. Corn on the cob. Zoo fun. Just some smiley faces. South Carolina.
And we do have all the states. There's just
Yep.
the word, and we have the shapes too.
The toilet is what
Oh,
we're
is that what we're ending on? Oh my gosh, Teresa. Okay, well
we still have these things.
all right, so we're not going to end on a toilet.
No, we're not.
These are new collections that came in from Photoplay, and this one's called Sweet Sunshine, and it's a Michelle Coleman design, and it's got, well, here, let me zoom through the papers. Let me hold it up just a little bit more straight. So there we go. So it's got all the papers, and then it's got the stickers, and I'll show you the.
It's $15.99.
It's really
There's the stickers.
really bright, fun summer colors with popsicles and ice cream cones.
All sorts of fun things.
And I love that little bicycle, that little picnic bike.
The roller skate, you don't see, and flamingo.
I don't know how many people remember when the pandemic started.
I know.
And
I was just thinking about
Dawn
that.
came in with her roller
She roller
skates that were
skated around.
actually her roller
I
skates
know.
back in, I don't know if it's junior high or high school.
Yep.
So
I do not have roller skates.
Donna says she remembers scavenger hunts when she was young, but people would put a lock of red hair on the list, and that people would show up at their house asking for a lock of her red hair. Oh my gosh. I don't think we ever had hair on the list.
No.
And then Pampered Pooch. And we all know that there are those Pampered Pooches out there that, you know, have special diet. They have fancy little beds. And just the logo on there. Becky Moore did a nice job designing this. And look at the little dog sitting on the couch.
We have
there's
hats
the cut apart.
on, clothes. There's a sticker sheet.
Oh, I saw something that says "My kids bark," and I think that is really true with little dogs. That they do bark more. Dogs are my favorite people, my best friend, a lucky dog. I'm not spoiled, I'm loved. Beware of one adorable dog. Dog hair everywhere, groomer, dog mama. It's really cute.
Very cute.
And they're, you know, you guys that have the little pampered dogs, they're like your family.
They are.
They really are.
All right. Was
Okay,
that
those are
everything?
the two. We had one question about the stamps, and the brand on these is All in Create. So it's like 2 A's in the word all and Create.
That really
So-
gets it to the front of the line when you have a word that starts with 2 A's.
Kay, it does. Kay said she always got asked for a lock of her red hair as a
Really?
teenager. Yeah,
Huh.
I don't remember that in our scavenger hunts. All right, Teresa, thanks for all the help showing the
Yeah.
new stuff. And now we're going over to see what Teresa has for us, which I'm really excited to see. I think this is going to be a great demo. And
Yeah.
she had multiple things that she could be showing us today, and there's one I really wanted to see. So
I did lots of
I was a
techniques.
little biased, Teresa, on that one
Yeah.
because I picked that out, the painting one. Okay, 1 second. I got to go run back here for a minute.
I'm like, where are you
where
going?
am I going? Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay. Well, I used, there was only one Tim Holtz stamp that I didn't use, that I didn't get this time. It's embarrassing. And the stencils, and I used some paint. I know we showed paint last week, but we're going to show some again today, a technique that I did. And I'm just going to show this card first. This one I used alcohol ink on the tape and then stamped it. And we will have to show this sometime because it's something that we've done before. Kelly especially
but never
inspires me to
stamped
do
it.
this. And then stamped on it, which I don't know why we didn't think of, but I saw a little Instagram post that someone did, and they did it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that
doing
too,
that.
Teresa.
And the sentiment is one that I used on a lot of the cards today, the quote notes. And it is super fun because it has a little circle and the little square that you can do the splot or the ring, and then all the quotes fit in both of them.
They did a good job.
And it has a lot of
Designing
generic sentiments, but then it has also a lot of the holidays. And so one of Tim's designers had asked him for more of those, and so he did it, and I'm so glad because they're small. Some of his are longer and hard to get on cards for me, and so I really liked that he did that.
And Teresa, we need to take a moment and
Okay.
wish Janice happy birthday. She took the day off today because it's her
fun.
50th birthday, and so she can watch
Happy
us live. So
birthday.
Janice, happiest of birthdays to you. Welcome to the 50s. They're wonderful.
They
and
are.
thanks for watching us live.
Yeah, great way to start your birthday. Shopping at Memory Mound.
It is a good way.
All right. The next two cards, I use the stamp set Bold Botanicals, and that's $24.99. And this is a really fun one. I was worried when I bought it, but then I saw a lot of samples out there, and it is super easy.
There's some really good samples.
It looks a little intimidating to me, but then when you start using it, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so easy to stamp. So I'm going to show this stamp. I'll just take it out of my container that I have here. This is called Tiny Prints, and this is the background that I used. And I don't have anything like this, and unfortunately we're out of them, and they're on a little bit of back order, but we're trying to get them quicker. So if you don't have this stamp and you want it, then give us a call and we'll put you on the
send
list.
us an email or give us a call, and we'd be
Yeah.
happy to reserve one for you. They went over way more than what we thought they were going
I think
to,
it's
and now I
because
see why. Because
It's
you've
so
done,
different too.
you've done some cool things with it, Teresa. I'm giving you
Yeah.
a lot of the credit.
Well, you know, we don't really have flowers for a background. I mean, there's wood grain
Right.
and there's letters and there's all sorts of squiggles and words.
But not
and
flowers.
script, but no flowers. And so it was something really different, and I was excited to get it. And so one kind of has a little bit bigger pattern to it, and then this one is a little bit smaller. So on these two cards, I used the bigger print, and I stamped the background first, and then I stamped the flower right on top of it. And so I just wanted to show you that, you know, sometimes you look at Tim's stuff and again, it's grungy. And I try and make some things that aren't grungy because I know there's people out there that don't like that style. So this one, I actually used the glaze, and I think this is Kitsch Flamingo.
Kitsch Flamingo glaze?
Yes, Kitsch Flamingo.
So this one is, let me turn it. You can see it's got that embossing powder glaze.
So what I stamped the background with was the archival. I think I did anyhow. Let me look.
So we had a question. So this is called Bold Botanicals, this stamp set with the 4 flowers.
Yeah.
And then Tiny Prints is the one with all the little tiny background.
Right. So if you don't stamp your background with an archival, if you stamp it with just a regular distress ink, you need to heat set it before you use your ink to stamp on the flower on your embossing glaze, or your glaze will stick everywhere. I just wanted it to stick on the flower part, or the background of the flower.
I know,
it's hard to
kind of confusing.
Explain. Yeah,
it's really, I don't know where Tim found this artwork, but it's,
yeah.
When I first saw it too, I was kind of like, what are you going to do with that? But I've been seeing so many samples online, and it
makes
really
a
amazing.
Super easy, simple card that blows you away, I think. And then this one, I stamped the background, and then I just used an archival black and stamped over the top of it. So when you stamp your background with either distress or oxide, you want to make sure that you use an archival on top of it, or the image will just kind of blend into it. So yeah.
Teresa, it looks great. And
then I use the decal frame just to cut it, just to give it a little different edge. I love my decal.
She does love her decal. She's worried it's going to be discontinued.
I know. I really like it. Or you could use if you have the decal trimmer, you could also use that.
Sure.
I think.
Oh, and you used it on this one too. I didn't realize.
I did.
I thought that was done on both card front.
Yep. Okay. Then the other thing that I used was Tim's stencil. The little, I didn't use the big ones, I guess. I used, what is this one called? Elements. It's a big, long name. Element Stencils Everyday Art. It's everyday art.
It's everyday art. And you get 12 stencils. And Teresa, it's $15.99 for the 12 stencils. And Teresa keeps hers on a nice ring.
Here it is. Yeah, you get all these different stencils, and I've showed them before. And here is it's a rainbow actually, but I thought it was perfect. It just made me think of the light. I saw the light bulb, and you guys know that I love the inspector. And again, I tried to use all the other stamps except for him, because I know some people don't think he's weird.
Teresa, did you see him done up as Christmas? I saw him on Instagram or somewhere where they kind of colored him in red, and they had like Santa and Santa sleigh in the background. It was pretty cool.
I've seen him as a clown, like the Mad Hatter with orange hair, and I saw something else. And so yeah, there's lots of things that you can add to him to make him very interesting. But here's this little light bulb that I used here, and then again I use the note quotes. And these shapes, they have little speckles.
I just learned that.
Yeah, around
half hour ago, everybody.
When you
I didn't realize that.
The ring has it, and the splat has it. They both have a little speckles. So when you stamp both of them, you get a mix of speckles there.
Janet says he reminds her of the conductor from the Polar Express.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe someone hasn't done that yet. I used them on the Strawberry Fields because it made me think of the Beatles, something Beatle-like.
Isn't it funny how all the different things
that you can do with one
think
stamp.
of with one image?
Yeah. So I had fun with this one. It's a very clean. I thought, you know, it could be a graduation card if you wanted. You could do it in school colors.
Well, and let's make note that you matted it in black, which makes it pop, and the mat doesn't fill the whole paper. It's centered kind of in the same shape as the images, kind of tall and
rectangular kind of. Yeah.
And Teresa, there's a question here about the tiny print stamp, because you did cut it with the decal edge, but it just stamps in a rectangle.
Yeah.
So here's the edges. You can kind of see where it stops, and it stamps in a rectangle.
Flip it over. There is a little edge, and it doesn't fit on an A2 card. It's smaller than an A2 card. So you can stamp it, you know, you could stamp it off the edge. You don't have to stamp the whole thing, or you can die cut it. It will fit on a tag if you wanted to stamp it. I did stamp it on a tag, as a matter of fact.
Oh, as a matter of fact, it works really well.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't cover the whole front of an A2 card, so you have to decide what you want to do.
And Jan said that somebody put a beard on the inspector.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty cool. And people have their decal scissors from Fiskars from way back.
Oh, I forget about that. Yeah. Then you can cut any size, like with the trimmer. All right, so here I switch gears a little bit. I know it's not Valentine, and this isn't necessarily a Valentine. This is just a happy card. I did use, again, I'm loving these little, they call them word tags that I hung on a loop pin. And there's a little XO on that, and I thought it was perfect because in the one of the holidays in the note quotables is the XOXO for Valentine's.
Sometimes I just think maybe people that are going through a hard time, it's
Need
nice
a
to
card.
let you know that you love them and you're thinking about them.
Yeah. And then, again, I was trying to use the inspector, so I used this, I'm going to call it a gauge.
Oh.
And I stamped that in the middle and then half off on the top and the bottom.
Is that with Lost Shadow?
That is with Lost Shadow. So I still have Lost Shadow on my table, and I love it with pink. It's also, it goes with everything. I mean, yellow, purple, all the colors I know, but I really like it to blend with it. And then I did use the heart too from this set. It was perfect, and I just made a little.
It's kind of a neat heart. It's a different shape. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a little. It's kind of pointy on the bottom, and has kind of a pointy dip in the top.
It's like a card, you know, like the other, like the heart on a card that you would see.
It'd be good for a masculine card to do all the different suits of the cards.
Yeah, Maggie said card club. She said she would do a card club with that, which is a good idea. All right. Oh, I used this stamp again.
You promised that you would.
I know. I do like the background, the alphabet. And I did stamp it twice because you see that doesn't fit, the size doesn't fit on an A2 card. So I just stamped, I went off the top and then I went off the bottom to fill my card. And then I did use the, I'm still using the frame tag. So I made my own tag. And I used black ink to get the edge around it.
And it's been a while since we showed the frame tag, but that's the one that looks kind of like a letterpress. So it actually will emboss around the edge of your tag with, you use archival ink and you put it actually into your set when you do it.
Yeah. And then on my tag, I used the other stencil. There's 3 little squares, and I saw the cutest card. Someone made this into a snowman.
Oh,
I was just
that
like,
would be really cute.
I know. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And so I kept looking at this going, well, what else can I do with it? Because all I could see was a snowman.
I could see a birthday cake.
Oh, yeah, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I did the stencil first. And then the square on here, the outline from the note quotes, fits perfectly on the middle one. So I stamped that, and then the little sentiments fit perfectly too. Miss you, miss you, miss you.
That's really cute, especially
yeah.
with the tag. A lot of times people are like, why do I want a tag? What do
Yeah.
I do with a tag? And
Well,
here's a great example of what you can do.
it's a great focal point for your card, you know. But I really had fun making that one. Okay, so now this one, I actually, this is a postcard, and I know I've shown these, I got my notes on the back, the watercolor postcard. And so it's kind of fun. Those are $7.99 and you get 15. And I love postcards, so I'm going to keep doing postcards. But this is all stencil. Well, except for the sentiment, of course, from the note quotes.
So this is all from those stencils
So
that
this
we
is
showed, the
all-
element stencils?
Yep. So what did I use? Let's see.
I love the flowers. They're kind of floppy,
know.
fun flowers.
I can't find the ones I used.
Did you use the polka dot?
Did I use this one? Nope. Here, I used this one for the leaves, and I just did multiple. And then I used these stripes, and I just repeated, and down over here. And then I used the dots over there and there. Oh, and here's the flower.
There it is.
There's the flower. Oh, and I did the dots on top of the flower. How did I do that?
Did you lay both stencils down maybe, or?
You know, I must have had this stencil. Let's see if I can take it off the ring.
When
to
you
show
get that off, I'm going to answer a question. So the question has to do with these. So what Teresa did was she stamped the tiny prince image first, and then she took the bold botanicals and stamped them over the top. Let's see. Okay, and it looks rough edged because she stamped it and then she die cut it with the Tim Holtz stacked decal die. Teresa really loves this one. I'm going to speak for you here, Teresa.
I do.
Because you'll see this a lot. And you could use, like she said, your decal trimmer if you have Tim's decal trimmer, or if you got a pair of decal scissors. But that's how she did the edge on both of them.
What's he used? I don't know.
Or did you figure it out?
Oh, this. Okay.
I figure you maybe
Yeah,
put
I
both
probably
stencils
what I
down.
did is I stenciled the flower first, and then I put this one on top and stenciled over it to get the dots on top.
Now, did you use inks, and was it oxide or was it regular distress?
I used oxides and I used Villainous Potion. Well, first the shaded lilac is the light, and then I used the Villainous Potions for the dark.
Those worked really well together.
And then, do you see the lines around it? So then I just took my colored pencil and I just drew around the edge. And I did it here and here too.
Oh,
Just to make it stand out a little bit.
that's a little extra.
Yeah. And then I did a little bit here, I think.
You did a lot,
I used
Teresa.
this a little bit.
It really caught my eye today. Well, a lot of these cards caught my eye today, but I just really love those colors.
And then I did use my pencil to splat a little bit too.
And you can have fun making it, and then you turn it over, put on a stamp, take off Teresa's
Take
note,
off your Post-it note.
make a little note, write an address, put on a stamp, and send it off to somebody and share your artwork.
And you know, there's little splats on the back. And I was watching one of Tim's videos the other day, and someone's like, how do you keep from getting stuff on the back? And Tim's like, you don't. And so I'm like, okay, he just gave me permission not to worry about splats on the back. Because sometimes I'll be done with my card and I'm like, oh, it's so nice. And then I'll flip it over for some reason and I'll be like, how did I get that brown on the back of my card?
Well, and they might think that just happened in the mail too.
Yeah. So I'm not going to care anymore.
This was your watercolor pencil, right? That
Yep.
you used?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, it was watercolor. That was another
Villainous
question
Potion.
we had.
Yep.
Those good old pencils.
Yeah.
Gotta love them.
I use them, man. It just needed some definition, I thought. So, yeah.
Looks really nice.
All right. Then this stamp is called Floral Trims, and it is a big floral piece that can fill a card or be stamped in the corner or on a little tag.
You don't have to use the whole stamp. You can stamp, like Teresa said, off on an edge or...
So I use both of these. So this one I just stamped. I just found a spot where it covered the whole tag and I stamped it.
I like that.
And this is just a little craft, one of the little tags. But what I did first is I actually, again, used the floral background.
So the tiny prints.
I used this one, the tiny one with the leaves. The flowers are really small. So I stamped that first. And you can't really see it because then I stamped the flowers.
It just looks like a background.
Yeah, and I watercolored over it. And I think it gave it a lot of depth and texture, which I really liked. Then I just used my watercolor pencils and I colored in my flowers and my leaves. And then I splattered it, of course, with my pencil as well.
And I see your favorite velvet trims there from Tim Holtz.
And it perfectly matches. What colors did I use? I have them on the back. Speckled Egg, and Salvage Patina and Mermaid Lagoon.
What I like is Mary said you used your hoarded ribbon on this.
I did. Just a little piece. So it matches one of the blues. I'm not sure what color.
It does match really nice.
And then I did use my snarky small talk for my little sticker. Sorry, not sorry.
So that's the sticker book of Tim's, and it's $5.99, and you're going to get 8 pages. They're all done in white and they're all done in black.
Yeah, they're fun.
And we also have the ones we showed today.
Yes,
from
yes,
AL.
that would have. I'm sure I could have found something snarky to put on there. Those are kind of fun if you just need a little something. So that was my little tag, and then this is the card that we're going to demo with some paint. And so this is the other flower from Floral Trims. And you can see, you know, I've seen people cut these out too, the A2 size. Or you could just do it in
cut them? Or
yeah,
what?
People have fussy cut the flowers out, which I'm like, I don't know. But it can cover your whole, you know, you could put it down the center of your card, off to the side. You could, you know, angle it.
Yeah, have it going off. It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
What's kind of cool, Teresa, it's big enough you could use it on a scrapbook, a 12 by 12 or 8 by 8 layout, and it would be very beautiful for that.
Yeah. And so you guys know that I like purple, and so I used some of the new 49 Market. I think it's just called Lavender. I keep calling it Violet. The tickets, and these new tickets are so awesome because that's one of the tickets from here, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put a ticket on there.
They printed both sides of the tickets now.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Katie Petit, the designer, the artist for the new collections, or for 49 and Market Everything, said they print both sides of the tickets anyway, so it was a matter of her designing more designs.
Yeah, so you get all these. So I was going to put this on here, and I was going to stamp like my sentiment on something like that, but then I started rolling it out, and here's this big empty rectangle.
Perfect.
And I'm
oh
like,
my gosh,
that was perfect that they did that. So again, I use the note quotes to stamp I didn't do the outline this time because I already had one for my ticket, so I just stamped the background and hello friends.
And she's got the film strips in there too.
Yep, I used the little tickets here because I had to have 3, and then the lilac film strips, which you get a variety of different sizes, and you can cut them apart. And they're good for scrapbooking or for card making when you just need a little something there.
Perfect.
So I'm going to show you how I use the paint on this card.
And I've been excited to see this. So
what we're going to start with actually is the new Tim Holtz Media Surface Mat. And these are $24.99. And this is new. Mine is brand new, so I'm very excited to use it.
I'm excited. We enrolled one when we showed them. They're fit right over the top of the glass media mat.
Your glass media mat.
But you're going to use it without the glass media mat.
You can use it on any surface. The idea is for it to protect your table so you don't get stuff on your surface. And so it comes with this plastic thing. And we're going to get, right now I'm just shoving mine in the box, but we're getting some tubes that like Tim used in his video that it fits
and they
nicely
did ship, so they should be coming
to carry it. We don't have them yet, but they're coming. And so you can just lay it down flat.
Sticks.
And it sticks.
Teresa, we never really actually pulled the backing off.
Yep. And when you put it on your glass media mat, sometimes you'll get bubbles in it. And Tim used a squeegee if it bothers you to flatten it out. It doesn't really bother me. I can't see. I know there's bubbles in it, but I can't really see it on this surface. On my glass media mat, I could see it, but it didn't bother me. So the really nice thing, if you have the
really
media
stuck down, nice.
Yeah, it doesn't move, and it has the weighted corners that are sewn right on there. He said you can put it in your dishwasher. I thought he said to clean it. I don't know.
Wow.
I'll just use my squirt bottle probably. But it's nice because the corners are the problem on your glass media mat. The mat kind of will roll up on the corner. You have to really start when you wipe it. You have to start in the middle and then go off the edge, not go that way, because then that pulls your edge up. The other thing is, you know, these will get stained because you're using it. It's a silicone type thing, I think, and it's sticky on the back. You can clean that off too if it doesn't stick as well. Yeah, just wash it off with some water. But eventually, you're probably going to get a new one. It's going to get marks on it, which is fine. It's what it's made for, to protect the table underneath. So just remember, if you get freaked out about it,
and to give you a work surface too. But Teresa, I never thought about just using it on its own. I thought you pretty much had to have the glass media.
No, it just sticks.
So that's an aha for me. So even if you don't have the glass media mat from Tim, the media surface mat is going to be a perfect addition to your craft room. And for me, it would clean off a spot for me to work on.
All right. So how I did this card. The first thing I did is I took my card, and I'm just going to put it in the middle of my... I guess I have to take out the foam, don't I?
And you're going to restamp it again so you'll know where you put it the first time then?
Yep. So I'm just going to line up my card.
Looks like it's right below that, right above that hello, or below the hello.
I'm just lining it up with this. Look, it says My Sweet Petunia. So Kelly, that's going to be where I'm going to line
clever. Okay, the question about the media surface mat. Here's the dimensions: 13.5 by 23 inches. A nice big area, really.
Yeah.
And those are $24.99, and we do have them in stock. It does not fit the travel. I'm sorry, I didn't get that answered. It does not fit the travel glass. They'll probably come out with a smaller one. I'm not sure.
I think during the video he said that they were, but they're not going to have one. You know the little piece on the side of your glass mat? He's not going to have one for that, but there will be one that covers the small one, I think he said. So, all right. So the first thing that I did is I put my card base someplace on my mat where I can stamp it, take it off, and then put it back and remember where it is. So I put my, I don't know if that made sense.
Well, you're going to stamp it twice.
Yes, I'm going to stamp it twice. And the stamp is
staying on the lid. We're not moving or taking off the stamp.
Right.
So she's going to want to put it back in there and do it again.
So I'm using antique linen to stamp it just because it's a light ink, and I don't really need a dark image for my first time.
And if you're just joining us, this is what we're doing right here, this background, which I was pretty much in awe of these colors and everything.
I'm using watercolor paper, and I just realized that I had the bumpy side up, and I don't like the bumpy side.
She doesn't like the bumpy side.
I like the smooth side. I use the bumpy side sometimes, especially if whatever I didn't work out on the smooth side. I'll flip it over and use the bumpy side, but
okay, so you can just barely see
it. I think I'm going to stamp it again so I can see it just a little bit better.
Well, it'll be good for the video too.
Yeah. All right, I should have brought my thing.
Yeah,
but
where's
that's
your...
All right, so there you can see the image. It's not super dark, but, and then I'm going to take it off and I'm going to leave my stamp on my Misty. And then I'm going to get my paints. And I use the Wilted Violet, the Tumbled Glass, and the Forest Moss. So those are 2 different sets that we have. And those are $15.99. And you get 4.
These are the paints that he brought out of the vaults.
Yep.
So these are paints that were discontinued by Ranger, and then they re-released them, and when they're gone, from what I understand. So if you would like some of these paints, don't wait too long. And we have 1 bundle left, Teresa.
Oh, okay. We have a bundle.
So we do have 1 bundle left.
So you can get all the colors.
You can get all of them.
And then I'm going to use the collage brush just because I like the brush marks that show, and they're $14.99 for all 3, or you can get them individually, I think. But I think you need all 3 if you're going to get them. I like the big one, but I'm going to use the small one today.
Well, the big one would be nice if you just want to do like swish across for a background.
So then I'm just going to put a little paint down, and you know what? You always want to shake your paints. You can hear the little ball in there.
That's a good tip.
Rattling around. And usually I start with the lightest color, and I'm just going to put a little daub on there.
She put it right on her mat,
Right
everybody.
on my mat. And so in this one I just decided I wanted a blue flower here. And so I just painted right over the flower.
It's very messy.
And I think I did this one too. Right, it's not going to be perfect painting. It's kind of like watercolor, you guys. Don't expect it to be perfect. You see, I like the brush marks. And then I think I just did this over here because there was some white space and I didn't like the white space. Okay, that looks pretty good. Fill it in.
This is my kind of painting, Teresa.
Yeah. All right, I'm not even going to clean my brush because I went light to dark and it's not going to matter. So then I'm going to do a little bit of the Wilted Violet, which I just love the Wilted Violet. And I'm just doing that. And then here's the purple. And we're going to get a little brush strokes
I like how
going
you're
that
kind
way
of doing
too.
it both directions.
Seems like I just, oh, I know there was some little flowers over here that I added, and I'm just going to add some over here because there were some little flowers too. And then I did, after it dried, I went back and added a little blue down here because I didn't get all the way. But the blue and the purple mix. That's a nice thing too about the paints is that you can mix the colors.
Yeah, kind of like the inks.
All right. And now I'm going to add some green for my...
What was the green again? I can't remember what color.
Forest moss.
Forest moss, okay.
I need to see if
So-
they have peeled paint because that's really my...
It's going to look different depending on the colors that you use.
Yeah. Oh, you could use
So
different
if you
colors.
have other colors, you can use whatever you want.
This is a little
And you
darker.
can make it lighter or darker, or...
Yeah.
I do like those colors together.
That's kind of dark. All right. So I am just going to... I see a spot where there's no paint.
Uh-oh, so you've covered the entire thing.
Yeah. And you know, you can go back and... Oh, I need some more. I probably should have... And you can kind of see how my colors ran together. Like right here, there's some green and there's some purple because I did go back and kind of go over the...
We'll ring the bell and have
spots.
somebody clean your brush.
I should have brought a wipe because I want a little more blue. And I'm kind of just blending the colors together because I like the way it looks better than such solid squares.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll get them pulled off. I don't like that look.
You know what? I'm just going to put a
Oh,
spot
she's
right
putting the paint right on it.
I just wanted it more blue. There.
You could always let it dry. If you're doing this at home,
Yeah.
you know, here we don't we're doing a live video, and it's not like we have
Then I'm just
keeping
gonna
everybody's
use,
time.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my heat gun to dry the paint so I can stamp on it again.
Are you going to add any more paint, or can they clean your brush for you?
Maybe if I just had a wet wipe.
Okay.
I might add more paint. After I stamp it, I might see what I like
And then do it again.
and then do it again.
Can we get some baby wipes, please, Chris?
I should have thought of that before. And a paper towel, please. So Tim says if you spray water on the paint, you can kind of see what happens here. I sprayed water.
Up.
And it bubbles up, and it makes perfect background because I did that. Remember, splatting? So I could just use that.
Do you have another or a piece
Yeah,
of
I
paper?
have
Should I have somebody
something.
get one?
Nope, I have a tag. We'll just do it. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Hey, why not? We're living dangerously, and Janet made a really good comment because she says, "Do try this at home." So even if you don't have this stamp set, you can do it with other stamps. Although I do think this one is extra nice.
Oh, dry is fine. So we did splat the paint. Tim says just to take a paper towel and just wipe it off, because otherwise when you put water on it, it just kind of spreads it
It gets bigger?
Yes, exactly. It gets bigger. And I'm like, So, ooh, that was green and purple and I don't know what. Oh, I probably need more blue. Oh, there's some blue.
So you never waste your your stuff because you can just take it right off your mat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm liking that. I would probably add more blue, but here's going to be some blue over here.
Jeez, Teresa.
You don't want to waste it. Well, it didn't come out
Kind of
blue.
light.
You probably need to dry it. You can layer it too. I don't want to
dry it and then do some more.
because if you start too much, then they're gonna run together and you're gonna get browns. Like I'm getting a little bit of brown. Ooh, that's kind of fun.
But it is neat. Yeah, I like it. So I would say do try this at home also.
That's going to be a fun tag. All right, so I'm just going to wipe.
Okay, while you wipe up, we had a question about the stamps we showed, and I think the gals have already put them away. But the brand of the artsy stamps was AALL and Create. And those are online, and I think Janet can probably link to them too. So.
Did you see I just sprayed water on there even though I said that Tim said not
to? Well, now there's another tip. If you are doing painting, Teresa wrapped her brush in a baby wipe.
And
Just
it'll keep it wet.
You keep it from drying out and ruining the brush.
And you can
Hey,
see
it did
there's
clean up.
there's a little bit of purple there that's going to work its way into, because the paint does, when it dries, it's permanent. So there's a little bit of purple in there, and I do not care because it's for crafting.
Well, I love that it stuck to the table. I thought you...
Yeah.
And it stuck really good. I'm trying to pull it up. I thought you had to have the glass media mat, which I do have. But you don't even need that.
All right, so this is dry. You'll know because you can touch it, and
it doesn't get on your hands?
Yes. And so I'm going to put my image right on my card base right on there where I had it before. I'm using the lines and I'm using the magnet. And this time I'm going to use some archival ink, and you could use any color you wanted. I just used the
Here's
black.
what she's showing us how she did it. You could also heat emboss it.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool too.
I did heat emboss on this tag because I felt like the image, I used the hickory smoke.
I thought it was heat embossed.
Well, the problem is, Kelly, down at the bottom, I missed a spot And I stamped it first with just a hickory smoke, and it wasn't dark enough, so I went back. Had left my stamp on my Misty. I went back and re-stamped it, and then used my hickory smoke glaze to. So sometimes when you watercolor, it just helps to have the image.
Ooh, that's going to be really pretty.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to stamp it one more time.
Yeah, make it a little darker.
Just because the colors are so vibrant that you want to be able to see your image as well. Oh, I like that. So there you can see, like, I have the blues on the flower, the purple, the greens are kind of on the leaves. So that was kind of my idea.
And then you're adding some more.
You know, I'm just taking my brush right now.
Let me get this out of the way.
Because this blue over here is just too stark. Now you can see on my card what I did. I'm upside down. When I'm stamping this, I feel like I'm upside down. This is where my empty space was. So I would probably layer stuff over it so, you know, you wouldn't really see.
Oh, if you add some tickets. Or
yeah. You know, I'm going to put something there in my but I just didn't like how,
Teresa, I also see it where if you were going to do your card horizontally,
oh yeah,
that gives you a place to stamp your
sentiment. Definitely.
So it all kind of depends on how you want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's really a fun technique. It makes me want to go do it.
And you know, this green is a lot darker on my card, and I just remembered why. Because before I put the green on this card, I sprayed the paint with a little bit of water.
Oh, to lighten it up
a little bit. Because forest moss is pretty dark. For me, it's a dark green, and I like it a little bit lighter.
Here.
So that's why it's a little bit lighter.
Lighter here
forgot
too,
that I
from
did
the water.
That. Yeah, from the water, it lightens it up a little bit. So
if you have a color that you want to be lighter, then just spray it with some water, and it'll be it'll lighten it up.
It thins it out a little bit, I should say. Yeah.
Well, this has been amazing, Teresa. Really great. It's a great Monday, and I appreciate you showing us how to make this.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple other ideas here for demos for future, because it was hard this morning. We were trying to decide what do we want Teresa to show us, and there was too many things. So, and I love that you did that with paint so that we could kind of see. Ooh, are you going to stamp that?
I'm going to stamp that.
All right. All right. Well, don't go away. Don't go away. We're not done yet.
You can post it if you want. It has to dry.
I think we all want to see it. Everybody's going to want to see it. So here's her colors on this project. It was tumbled glass and wilted violet.
Wilted violet, yeah.
And forest moss. And it's all going to look different depending on the colors that you use.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of other colors. It would probably be real pretty with the oranges.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yeah,
I bet that would be super pretty.
Oranges, and it would be gorgeous.
I don't know why. I used a lot of purple and green on these
colors. Today's a purple day.
Yeah.
And here's the postcard that she made, which I love these postcards because you can actually send them to people and make people feel good. I guess we had a question that I missed. Marilyn wants to know how you clean your stamps. And you do a nice job of cleaning your stamps.
Yeah, I usually, if I'm using distress ink, I will just spray it with water and wipe it with my microfiber cloth. If I'm using archival inks, I will usually use the archival cleaner to do that.
Probably ring the bell because we do have the Janine. Hi, Janine. Janine's here. There she is. Oh. Janine, could you get us the archival stamp cleaner, pretty please?
Now, some
Janine's
people
going to grab one so we can show it.
And when I say some people, I mean Tim. He doesn't clean his stamps, and Maggie uses stamp on something.
He doesn't even wipe them off.
And he might wipe them, but Maggie doesn't clean hers either.
Must be the artsy people.
Because when I got with this had black ink on it. So after I use stamps after her, I always clean them.
After you get her hand-me-downs?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it that I didn't realize, but I have several colors of archival inks because I have all of Tim's. And if you stamp like with a black archival ink and then you want to stamp with a red, it reactivates the black. And so you're going to get black in your red.
Right.
So,
Are you telling on me?
so
No,
that's why
I was saying you were like Tim and that you don't clean your
So
stamps.
here's the archival ink cleaner.
Because
right.
somebody wanted
Tim
to know
and
what
I.
they used, and I said, you don't clean your stamp.
There's
That's
Maggie.
okay.
Tim and I were one and the same.
Yeah.
Maggie and Tim. Well, she's just saying that she has to clean the stamps after when she gets some hand-me-downs from you, Maggie.
I heard that. I heard that.
But that's okay.
She's willing to do it. And there's the archival ink cleaner. It's $5.99, so I need to get myself some of that. Are you doing black again, Teresa?
I am, because that's what I have. But you know,
works.
I like to stamp a lot. We have the archival, the hickory smoke, and I use that a lot too because I like gray. Now, I don't know if I'm going
It's
to...
very subtle.
Oh, I missed a spot down here. And you know, you could probably repeat too. Now, if I probably needed I probably should have used a
You
missing
could go
a
back
spot there.
and I don't know if you could watercolor over that or not.
Yeah, or you could use your pencils, definitely. See, I just needed a stamp block because this tag is so big that what I really want to do is go off the edge.
Corners. Yeah.
But I'm just going to do
She's
this.
doing it again.
I'm going to stamp again. Where's my magnets?
All right, we're going for it one more time.
I mean, if you had a stamp block, I would probably use a stamp block if
Well,
so you
and
could go off the edge.
I will
or use
give
the 12 by 12 Missy.
yeah, or the bigger Misty. I will do a testimonial. Tim stamps so well that you're going to get a good impression the first time. If you ink them up properly and you have a stamp block, it's going to work.
Yeah.
But you do need
missed a
your
spot
stamp
down
pendable,
there.
I
don't
will
know
say.
why.
Well, that
I
turned
like
out
it.
really nice.
I
Yeah,
like
with
it.
some ribbon.
I've got room for a sentiment, or I could cut something out. I would probably put other stuff on it. Some tickets.
Of course you would.
No, I would put some tickets on there.
Tickets, and that'd be a good
Hang it
thing
off
for a
the
film
edge.
strip because it's so long.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I would say
I
good
like
job.
how I use the extra of that. That's fun.
It is fun.
Tim always does that on his videos, and I'm always like, oh, I never do that. Yay!
She did it today.
I did it today.
Well, Teresa, it's been a great Monday and a great way to start the week, our crafty week. And thank you so much. And when are you back next? Do you have any idea when Teresa's back?
Next Monday is the holiday.
Oh, that's right.
So I think I'm here June 5th.
Oh, that seems like a long time.
I know.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well,
No, you know what? I'm doing that's not true. I'm coming back. Aren't I doing the card kit? I think I'm showing the card kit.
doing the card
sometime.
kit. Okay. I think you are too. We're going to have to look at the schedule.
I don't know who's
Katie's
tomorrow.
been gone for a few days. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's tomorrow. It's on the calendar. Maybe
Yeah.
Janet could take a peek at it for us.
Who's the video tomorrow?
We've
Can
got
you look?
we have schedules all week long.
By the front.
Love that you used the new Tim Holtz.
Yeah.
Matte
I hope I gave you
media
some
surface.
ideas.
Well, you made me feel kind of silly because I had no idea I could use it without my thing, and now I really love it. Okay, she's using her stamp cleaner.
Oh yeah, I'm using some stamp cleaner. Woo!
So
and
she's
my
cleaning off
microfiber cloth.
cleaning the archival ink. So
'Cause
it'll
I
be
like it
ready. It'll be
clean.
ready for Maggie.
Yes.
So thanks everybody. Oh, Maggie's here tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh
Maggie?
yeah. Maggie's launching a mixed media project
Oh.
tomorrow, and it is a kit. So
Yay.
And Teresa will be here Thursday with her card kit.
Okay.
So have a great day, everyone, and we'll be back. We'll see you tomorrow.